I went to Menards this weekend and was very enchanted by their blow mold selection. Let's check it out. Menards can be hit or miss when it comes to blow molds, especially this past Halloween season. They had barely any at my store, and a lot of what they had online were repeats, but I feel like they did a good job this Christmas. Starting off with the classic Union molds, I feel like they've had these, or like types of Union blow molds before, like actual vintage designs before, but I love that they still have them. They're so huge. They're 40 inches tall. And this snowman in particular, I really just love the little gold detail on the package. It's so nice. Along with that, of course, is Santa, which I see this particular Santa in thrift stores or like reselling places all of the time. For the giveaway to know, like, if you're getting like a real vintage one is the eyes. It looks like he initially had black eyes when he was initially manufactured, and then they switched over to blue in the 90s. So, and he has blue at Menards, so I don't know. Don't pay over like 70 bucks for it, okay? And the final classic Union blow mold is this candy cane, which I love. I think I have a couple of these. It's a really good price, and the sizing is perfect to fit in with those other two. Oh, wait. Okay, Menards Holy Family is also like a Union product that looks kind of vintage. The Holy Family from Menards is $115. I imagine Ace Hardware is cheaper. Well, not that much cheaper. Ace Hardware is $109 for theirs. Okay, moving on into the Enchanted Forest blow molds. I'm going to give you a heads up. I'm not a huge fan of these. They're too modern looking for me, but I did see someone's display the other day on Facebook with these types of blow molds, and it looked really spectacular. It's just not my style, but it does look great, especially pairs well with the ones from Bud Junior Solutions. The ones that they produced this year for Christmas, these pair well with those. So let's check them out. Starting off with this gingerbread man. He's cute and all. He kind of reminds me of the one from Walmart. But what I do like about him is he's pretty tall. He's 40 inches. I feel like it's rare sometimes to come by like newer modern day blow molds that are above like 36. So it's nice that it's 40. Not much to say. He's cute and he fits in well with the other ones. Enchanted Forest Reindeer. I think this is the one that I hate the most. There's just something about this that I don't like. There's this elf. He's waving. He's cute. They do give like, what's that movie, the Christmas movie, like the Lost Toys or whatever? It's giving those vibes. I've never been much of an elf person anyways. I think my favorite elf is probably the one that doesn't exist. It is the one from Lowe's that's hugging its knees. And when they initially loaded the product photo, it looked like it was black. And I was like, oh, it's a goth elf. That was my favorite, but she's actually green. Next up is the Enchanted Forest Penguin. And I am a fan of penguins. I do own a couple of them, but I, again, don't like his look. He's too cartoony for me, but he does fit very well into these Enchanted Forest blow molds. He's super cute. I feel like I have seen versions of him at other stores, and I have seen dead stock at Old Time Pottery, so I'm thinking he might not sell that well. I also am not a huge fan of the colors on him. Like I said, I swear there's been other colorways of him before, but I would like to see him. I think he would look better in like classic Christmas colors. Like a little red hat would be adorable. And then the Santa to go along with the Enchanted Forest. He's fine. And honestly, like when I see him, I automatically think Menards. Like that's Menards Santa. So it's kind of iconic in that way, but I don't like him. And he's only 24 inches tall. Yeah, the gingerbread man is way taller than him. Why wouldn't you make them match in size? Yeah, he's only 24 inches tall, and that gingerbread man is 40, and this is all supposed to be a part of the Enchanted Forest collection. Like, I don't know. I think that was a misstep on their part. They should be the same size, or Santa should be taller than a gingerbread man, right? I don't know. And then a toy soldier, he's only 14 inches tall. I don't know what they're thinking. The toy soldier, he does fit in perfectly. Next up, we'll talk about the branded ones. There is a Frosty the Snowman blow mold. He's LED, which is interesting. I just watched a whole video on like the Mr. Christmas ones, which we'll also talk about in this video. But Mr. Christmas is it's touting these like vintage style looking blow molds without all of the cords, which I don't know if is really a selling point for diehards blow mold collectors, but I do see the appeal of it, like not having to plug it in. It does take away some of the burden, but he's super cute. I love that he's holding a Christmas tree. Comparing him to the one that Ace Hardware has, this is definitely the better choice. But I guess that's where they're getting you. The one at Ace Hardware is actually lit with cords and light bulbs, so keep that in mind. They have the classic 24-inch Grinch if you need him. I do wish that they would do a bigger version of him. There was a bigger version at Walmart a couple of years ago that I bought for a friend. I think that's the perfect size Grinch. This guy's a little bit too small, but he's cute. Got a 24-inch Snoopy. I feel like there's other Snoopies out there that I like better, and he is LED. No, he's not. But now that I see that he's not LED, I'm curious to see if Frosty is actually LED. Okay, yeah. They say that Frosty's LED, which in my head makes me think that he doesn't have cords, but I guess just the light bulbs are LED, and he does have a cord in the back. He is corded, so apologies for the statements I just made about him not having a cord. But these light bulbs, I assume, are LED, and the ones at Ace Hardware say incandescent, so that's something. But you can always switch out the light bulbs, which we do all the time. So yeah, weird. And then we have Mickey. I feel like everybody has to have their own version of Mickey. This Mickey is holding a candy cane, and he's kind of wearing some like casual clothes. This is a step up above the one from Michaels. Was it Michaels? Yeah, I think a step up above the one from Michaels who's holding the present. But my favorite one, as I've said many times, is the one from Cracker Barrel who's in the Santa suit. And now to move on to my favorite blow molds from Menards this year, the Mr. Christmas blow mold. I will save the most interesting one for last. We're going to start off with the Bubble Light. This is also at Walmart. I imagine that the Walmart one is cheaper. Not a fan of the way that this is lit up. It's simply not for me. But something that I do love and adore and bought immediately was this snowman holding a wreath. He's so adorable. I didn't think I was going to like, but I do love like the gloss finish that they put over their blow molds. I think it's a unique take and I appreciate it. It definitely makes them stand out against other blow molds, specifically the Union ones who are always matte. But to go along with those little tabletop ones, there is an elf. I did not buy the elf, but I do like this version of an elf. I like the little striped tights. I like that it's hugging its knees. It's pretty cute. I do think they're a little expensive for tabletop blow molds. I think this should probably have been in like the $15 range, but it's Mr. Christmas. They're kind of known for higher prices, but you can find them cheaper sometimes. There is a Santa in this little collection of tabletop ones. He's super cute. He's holding like a classic ceramic Christmas tree. It's not actually ceramic, but it looks like a classic Mr. Christmas ceramic Christmas tree. There's just something about these designs. It gives me like vintage vibes with a modern twist. I was watching the QVC videos on these, and the QVC person said like that these were their molds. I don't know if they like made them recently or if this is something that they've had for a long time that they used to do. They were saying they updated them with LEDs. So it was an interesting video. I encourage you to go check out the QVC video on the 24-inch versions of these. How many times am I going to say the word interesting? LOL. Like I said, I have saved the best slash weirdest ones for last, and it is these Icicle Mr. Christmas characters. There is a Santa, there's an elf, and there's a snowman, and they remind me of Mr. Hanky from South Park. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. To me, they're super unique. They're a little weird. And I just know in my heart that if I had saw these on blowmolded.com and they were like from years ago, this would be like a holy grail item of mine. I'd be like, that's so weird. I have to have it. I need to go search for these like old things. So that kind of makes me think these are available in stores right now. They're kind of special. I need to go back and buy them because I didn't buy them when I was there. I think they're super unique. Now, if you covered your entire tree in them, I think that'd be super weird, but I'd love to see it. Someone needs to go buy all these and put a tree together, or like, are they meant to like go on your porch? They're so cool. I love them. Anyways, which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments down below. I will have links to all of these that are not affiliate links in the description of this video in case you need them for references purpose to buy them, or if it's been like 10 years from now and you just wanted to find the old link. I don't know, but they'll be there in case you need them. They'll probably be on blowmolded.com too. That's always a great resource if you're into blow molds. If you didn't know, I hand make wax melts at houseofwaxmelts.com, or you can find our Etsy shop at houseofwaxmelts. Go check it out. Bye.